And we should be going live once again.
Alright. We're back, finally.
Hopefully, if the stream loads.
Hopefully.
I feel sorry for people on YouTube who have, like, our direct recorded version, and it's always us just going, like, I wonder if the...
Is it working yet? No,
Yeah, like, is
maybe?
Twitch up? Like, I don't know. They'll get to listen to this extra banter. You know, you
Yeah.
get something special. But it does look like, Twitch is up. Oh
Yeah.
god, the echo. Sorry about that.
Oh.
So sorry for having to hear that echo. Yeah. Season 4, Episode 2, we're back after a little week-long hiatus in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm still so exhausted from that. I can't believe it was only last week, but...
Yeah.
It feels like so long ago. Time is so long. Hey, Geek, thanks for stopping by. I never updated that I watched, like, Episode 3 of Hitsugi no Chaika, so I'm,
Oh.
Well, let me just do that real fast.
Mm.
Don't mind me jumping on social media to update my anime list, because I have 2, because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, right, I keep forgetting about Kitsu. That's still a thing.
Yeah, I use it for the monthly themes. They're fun.
Yeah.
Right
Maybe
now,
I should do that.
I believe it's like mystery cop dramas. So I already finished one I had started before. I watched the first half for things in like the 90s or whatever, or like before 2000. I started Hyper Police.
Yeah.
So for police mysteries, I finished Hyper Police.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was a while ago, though. I think I already talked about finishing it in a previous episode. But yes, hello. Do we want to get into news first?
Yeah, sure. Let's get into news. Got a little bit of stuff. First thing up is everyone's probably forgotten about it because I don't see anyone ever talking about it. But that King of Fighters Destiny CG anime series is getting 2 more seasons in a movie, which I think is kind of surprising because I feel like it hasn't been very popular.
Must have done okay. Does it say who's? First season, well, 24 episodes.
Yeah, I think they just had the 24th episode go up.
They're gonna get 2 more 24 episode seasons. Dang, that's a lot. That's a lot of episodes total.
That is.
I guess it's covering all of the games.
No, I think it's only some.
Well, I mean, the first one follows the first King of Fighters. The second season follows King of Fighters 94, and the third season covers King of Fighters 97.
Okay.
That's what it looks like, I think. So it's like each one's covering a different one of the game stories. There's also going to be a manga, King of Fighters: A New Beginning by Kyotaro Asuma.
Yeah.
I guess it's all because King of Fighters 14 just came out. Back in, actually, that was back in 2016.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago, jeez.
But it just came out on Steam in June, so relatively recently.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually looking at the episodes now, and they each get like 70 to 80,000 views.
That's pretty good. It is by Production IG, who does okay stuff. Some of their stuff is really good, some is pretty questionable, but...
I watched first like 10 or so episodes of this, and it's like pretty good. It's alright. That's why I was also kind of surprised at this, is that like it's fine. I don't know. Just getting 2 more seasons in a movie already seems ambitious or something. I don't know.
Apparently the special effects team that worked on it, or one of the teams, also worked on the Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15 movie.
Oh yeah.
Where they're working on it.
Ooh.
I don't know how, because Kingsglaive was 2D, right?
I think it was.
Actually, it might have been using the game 3D. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. I thought it was 2D.
No, I think Kingsglaive was 3D thing, and then there was another anime thing that was 2D.
Yeah, no, I'm
Brotherhood.
Yeah, Brotherhood.
Yeah, that was the 2D one.
Alright. That makes sense then. Alright, well, yeah, if you like King of Fighters, then FGC represent. Go watch this or whatever. I don't hear about King of Fighters anymore in the FGC.
Yeah, that the last one was kind of a bad game. Like, it's okay, but
That's
also, I guess, King of Fighters wasn't huge in the first place, and 14 was kind of a step down from 13.
I'm gonna try to get back into FGC stuff with, is it Blade Strangers that's gonna be on the Switch? It's like the 2D fighting game. You can play as Curly Brace from fucking, God, what is it? Cave Story. I'm gonna main her. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be a cute robot, and I'm actually gonna try to get good at that game. And then there'll never be tournaments for it because it's gonna be too small. But anyways,
there'll be a hotel room in Evo somewhere. We'll have a side tournament going.
Yeah. We'll be like hanging out with all the kids that like have their like weird melty blood setups. We'll be just hanging out beside them in like the hallways with our Switches. Like, so how are you doing? One of them's gonna have like some weird crazy setup to get to play on the Switch through a bunch of hacks, just playing Melty using Switch as a monitor.
Oh, it'd be great.
That's totally what's gonna happen. Anyways, moving on. You all remember cryptocurrencies?
Oh yeah.
The talk of the town lately. Is Bitcoin still crashing, or did it go up?
It's probably both. From what I understand, it's currently equal to $11,460.
I know everyone's like, oh no, government's gonna take control, government's getting their dirty hands in it, but it's like, the majority use of that money is to buy things on the black market that's incredibly illegal. Like, they kind of have to regulate it somehow. Unregulated wealth isn't a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's a point where you just end up where it becomes worthless because everyone has too much. But anyways,
So the director of Haruhi Suzumiya
Yamakan. Goddamn Yamakan.
Launching his own
Twilight
cryptocurrency. Yeah. It's supposed to be like you can buy it to help support anime creators. And it's all kind of vague. It says to aid in the development of anime culture and drastically improve the working environments of animators.
I don't know how that's supposed to work. It's still just gonna be worth however much money it's worth. Like, that's the thing. You can't be like, well, this is gonna directly increase money in anime, because it's like, it's not really. It'll increase your money because you'll be the stockholder, but like, for the most part, the Twilight Coin's still going to have a relative worth compared to like regular money, and you're just gonna sit on that. And whether people put it back into anime or not, it's like they still will have had to have like purchased the crypto coin with regular money. So it's like, we're mined for it, but
I've seen a whole bunch of news stories come out of people launching cryptocurrencies for specific things, and they all seem like scams.
Yeah, there's way too many competing against each other. Cryptocurrency's bound to crash really hard. I think Bitcoin can survive, and it'll be the only one, but it's going to take a plunge at some point.
Yeah, it's not going to be at its current value for much longer, I don't think. So there's been also news stories about how the price going up is orchestrated by like less than 10 people using bot accounts to drive the price way up. So
and the fact that government's about to step in, or talking about stepping in if they do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's a dumb story. On to something less dumb.
Yeah, so Rumiko Takahashi has been nominated for the Eisner Hall of Fame again. I think she's been nominated like 4 times, or like no, this is the 4th. She's been nominated 3 previous times and been snubbed every time. It's her 4th nomination. They nominated her in 2014, 2016, 2017. If you don't know who Rumiko Takahashi is, she is the one who wrote Ranma 1/2 and Inuyasha, which are both huge cultural hits. Like, I think she deserves to win. I don't think a lot of manga artists ever get the Eisner. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where they kind of like, no, we don't care. The let's see, the previous Japanese inductees of the Eisner Hall of Fame, they can name them. Osamu Tezuka, Kazuo Koike, Goseki Kojima, and Katsuhiro Otomo. That's like all of it.
Yeah. It's not very many. I think Eisner is mainly like a North American thing,
Yeah,
I think.
I
And
think
so
it's mainly comics, so it might only be ones that...
Yeah.
I don't know, so...
I'm looking at the wiki list of Eisner Award winners, and it's all like comics stuff. So I guess it kind of makes sense that
the Eisner's the comics. It's the comic. Yeah. It's what you win. So I'm looking at it, and two of those people who won previously were both the people who worked together on Lone Wolf and Cub. One doing art, one doing script. That's so Lone Wolf and Cub got in with two people, and then one of the other guys. Yeah. Oh, he did Akira, of course.
Oh,
that's how he got.
Yeah.
Well, he did a. Yeah, I think he did the Akira. Yeah. This site is awkward. I'm trying to find manga snap only. He did a few things. He did like the screenplay for Metropolis, but that's a movie thing. It's not. Yeah, basically it's for Akira. There might be others, maybe, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does not look like it. So it's like, the only other, like, manga to get nominated or for the Lifetime Achievement Award is like for Lone Wolf and Cub, Akira, and Osamu Tezuka, who, of course, it's Osamu Tezuka. It makes sense. But there's a lot... Like, there's so much talent in Japan, but I guess not enough comes over, or the stuff that does come over gets snubbed or looked over a lot, I would guess, because, like, it's a lot of, let's see, creative professionals working in the comics or related industries. Publishers, editors, retailers, graphic novel librarians, and comic historians can vote. And I think a lot of those are the people like, superheroes, that's a bad, but like there's this really possessive culture in comic books that probably don't see manga as comics and want to push it out, or like just don't bother with it because it's not the same, it's not up to that level. I could feel like there's probably a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because it's the same with the manga community, honestly. There's a lot of manga community people are like, Western comics, they're shit compared, right? Like, you have both sides. So I guess it kind of makes sense that it's very biased towards that, because
I've definitely seen people on both sides of the issue being like, no, comics and graphic novels and manga are totally separate things. They're like people who say they're the same thing, or
see,
yeah, they are.
They're
but
separate
like,
things, but they're like, it's kind of like movies and TV shows are separate things, but they're both things you watch on screens, right? Like anime and cartoons are separate things, but they're both animated TV shows.
Yeah, it's like they're separate things, but there's still enough similar.
That's why I like the term graphic novels, right? You have comics, you have manga, they can both fall under graphic novel, because it is a novel that is graphic. It makes sense, it's a good term.
It does. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope Rumiko Takahashi wins. I don't know who they're up against, though, so...
Yeah,
they have selected cartoonist Jackie Orms and Marvel marketing manager Carol Kalish. Those have been selected to be inducted, so those ones are already being inducted. Other nominees, Charles Adams, Jim Aparo, Gus Areola, Karen Berger. The one thing I think is good is there is a lot of females on this name. They... I'm moving up that. Like, Rumiko Takahashi, Karen Berger, Lily Renee Peter, I assume is female. There's 3 out of like 10, but it's better than it used to be.
True. Very true.
And hopefully one of them will win. If, like, I get the thing where it's like, well, they might not have as big a career. It's like, that's true, but that's also because women were pushed out of comic careers for a long time, so...
Yeah.
That's your fault, like... we're not going to get into the gender politics right now, but goddamn,
Yeah,
there are
that's a
some
whole
gender
can of
politics
worms.
to have. That's a can of worms to open up whenever I do start that video series I want to start one day. One day.
Someday.
I have so many fanfics to finish first.
Oh, so much work to do. Yeah.
Speaking of old manga, though,
Yeah.
so Bisco Hattori, the creator of Orin High School Host Club, has basically said season 2 is in the works, but not when it's coming out.
Uh-huh.
It's been
That's
11 years, but yeah. Updates by Bisco Hattori, the creator of the manga. Apparently, it is confirmed that season 2 will happen soon. However, there's no official announcement regarding the release. But, like, it would make sense. There's a ton of old series coming back this year. Right? We have, like, Card Captors has come back. Right?
Yeah.
There was a show last year that came back that was, like, an 8-9 year return. DRI recently came back. That wasn't as old, but that was, like, a 6-year later thing. Like, there's a few series that are getting comebacks, which is nice.
Yeah.
I really hope we get, like, some anime remakes of old series that need them.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That, like, really need, because they had not canonical endings. That'd be nice. Remake Pandora Hearts, damn it!
I knew that was going somewhere specific.
Give us Pandora Hearts Brotherhood.
Man.
Oh, there's a few other series I'd like.
Yeah.
Like Elemental Gelad. But that one's never getting a new season. Well, it won't get a remake season, but there was a second manga that came out after that. Maybe one day, who knows?
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. But yeah, anyways.
Anyway. And one last thing. About another show game in season 2. It's about that Castlevania
This isn't anime, it's Western, you pleb. Only glorious, true Nippon. God.
You talk about
going back to the crazy people who think it's like their holy right to defend the justice that is Japanese comics versus Western. God.
Yeah. So yeah, the writer Warren Ellis, he said on Twitter, like, hey, by the way, this will be out in the summer. 8 more episodes.
Yeah. Season 2.
Oh yeah.
I still need to watch season 1.
Fine.
It's
fine.
I also need to watch Godzilla. That came out.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
I forget the name of the studio that did that. Polygon.
I have no idea.
Studio Polygon, because it's the 3D studio. I still need to watch that. I still need to watch Blam too. But other weird news about that that one movie, that Godzilla movie, it's getting a white short set for the movie, apparently. Apparently that was announced like yesterday during Worlds or something, yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Interesting things, yeah. So, speaking of Netflix and stuff that's airing, do we want to talk a bit about... Because we've gone a bit farther into the season, if we want to talk more about stuff we're watching, because new stuff is aired, what we want to keep up on, if there's anything we're thinking about dropping, because most things are 2 or 3 episodes in now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's just get into it then.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, we'll start with the stuff that is airing now and get to the old stuff I watched a little later.
Yeah.
So, first note I have is for Martian Mansion, but I just have and like, I know I watched the first episode of it. I definitely saw it. I don't remember a thing about it. My only note is
It was pretty mediocre trash, but enough mediocre trash that I'm gonna keep watching it, because it's a bunch of cute girls. It's like a fan servicey cute girls generic magic show, but there's no guys in it, so that's nice. It's all gonna be cute girls. It's gonna have a lot of Yuri bait, probably.
Almost certainly.
The title apparently stands for like fairy tale girls, so.
Oh yeah, because all the characters are based on fairy tales.
Yeah, it's a good old generic light novel adaptation with a 6.3. Nice and good for killing the time. Half of the first episode was the main girl running around naked, so that'll tell you everything about it.
Yeah, that show, it's it just went in one side and out the other. I'm like, whatever. There are too many good shows this season to stay caught up on that.
Yeah, I'm not caught up on it either. I'm like an episode or two behind.
I
Actually, no,
think there's only.
I thought 2 episodes are out, right?
I think the second one's out.
I
don't
can
know.
check on Crunchyroll, because it's on Crunchyroll, so you can watch it.
Oh yeah,
I'm behind on so many shows.
yeah.
Oh,
I
2
can
episodes,
catch up
no
on most of them
babysitters.
there. Oh,
I was mostly caught up until this week. Like,
yeah.
I was weirdly caught up even while in Texas, and then I got back and I was so tired. And I ended up binging the best anime, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Till
One
the
of my favorite
end.
anime.
Actually, it would make a great anime. It's very anime.
Yeah. All I know about that show is that one time they used Miss A song. So they used a really good hot banger.
Oh,
Miss A is a good K-pop band.
Oh god. Yeah,
Oh.
there's 2 episodes out. Can you hear me? Am I okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, you're good.
that audio. I'm getting buzzing and suddenly went, but we're good.
Okay.
So
anyway, the next thing I have is Kokoku, which is actually on Amazon.
sorry, I just looked at Martian Mansion, and you mentioned
Yeah.
they're all like based on fairy tales. They actually
Yeah.
are. There's an Arthur Pendragon who is once again just like Fate, a blonde-haired
Yeah.
girl.
Of course.
And then there's Rasputin. That's I can't believe they have
Oh.
Rasputin. That's my favorite.
Oh, Rasputin's my favorite anime fairy tale.
Yes, just the fact that Rasputin is in this is enough for me.
Oh, I might have to watch that, I guess. Or go back and watch more.
They're only supporting. Damn it, they're not a main character.
Ah.
It's okay.
Dang. Make an anime about Rasputin.
Wait,
Please.
Shigeru? There's 2 directors? What?
What?
There's 2
That's
directors. Ueda Shigeru and Saito Hisashi? That's really weird.
Yeah.
I guess...
Hmm.
I don't know. They're sharing directing.
Yeah. Huh.
It's from the people... One of the directors who made things like... Handmaid May. Oh wait, the Elemental Gelad director is working on this. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Come back, make more Elemental Gelad. Don't leave. But they did a lot of other fan servicey stuff, and then the other guy's like the guy who directed Sora no Otoshimono, which is super fan servicey. So it's like, yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh, they also did. They did a lot. Okay, a lot of fan servicey stuff. So we know it's gonna be even fan servicier than we thought. Maybe not.
Great.
It's only PG-13. How is it PG-13? She ran around naked. Oh, it didn't actually show the boobs. Or that's why.
Mm.
There were no suds or like white stuff on her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
So yeah,
after
the
that,
next thing I'm watching. Yeah. Next thing is Kokoku, which that's the show about like time stops and
I
only
meant
a
to
handful of
check
people
that
come
out.
around.
I haven't
Oh,
got
it's so good. It's so good. I really like it.
It's got a good rating. from what I
Yeah,
see.
it's I think 3 episodes in so far, and it's awesome. I love it.
That was one I wanted to check out. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah.
I don't count needing to be caught up on it because I haven't started it yet. But
Yeah. Okay. And I just want to say it's really nice to be able to like actually watch things on Amazon for legit now.
yes,
Not having to.
I mean I
Deal with
could
anime
already
strike.
because Canada,
Yeah.
but I had
Yeah.
Amazon Prime for like 3 months and they didn't give me the Prime Video account.
Oh.
Or it's like they did, but it's on a different, like they never sent how to get to it, and I didn't know it was like primevideo.com, and just like, okay,
Oh.
I don't know where that is, whatever.
Yeah, Kokoku it's really rad.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I like about it is that one of the characters, the main character's grandfather, he's like knows how to do all this like time stopping stuff. And he has this like special power of a short range teleport, but it's kind of useless because he only goes like 5 meters with it, and he like never lands on his feet. So it's always funny when he does it. He kind of drops out of the sky somewhere else. It's like, oh, that's fantastic! I love this show. Oh,
Interesting.
it's really good so far. I want to see more. Yeah, and then the next thing is Dagashi Kashi 2,
Oh god, Dagashi Kashi too. We can
Oh,
talk about this.
oh,
I have a
yeah,
few things. One, it's gotten
yeah.
better rating than the original right now, and I think that's because
Oh,
its pacing was way better. This works so much
mhm.
better as a 15-minute show where they're not cramming
Oh,
15 minutes of fan service in.
yeah,
Like,
totally.
like the pacing is so much better. The problem is the first episode they chose a chapter that's not really funny, so that
Hmm.
sucked. They didn't choose one of the good chapters.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the production quality has dropped
Oh,
drastically.
yeah.
Like it's
Like you can really tell it's a different studio working on.
yeah. I think if the first studio had done it this way, it would have been a huge hit. It would have been similar to how Please Tell Me Gelko-chan like took off. It
Hmm.
was this big underdog, but they really wanted to sell like the sex and stuff, and it kind of killed it.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the second episode yet?
No, I
'Cause-
haven't.
oh, it's a bunch of fan service.
Oh no!
Yeah.
To be fair, there's
It's
always been fan service in the comic, but it's like the way in the first season it was like fan service that wasn't in the comic put in to kill
yeah.
time because they had like too
They
much
had so
time per
much.
episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. This show, I might keep watching it just because it's only 12 minutes long.
Yeah. I mean, I like the manga a lot. I would
Yeah.
suggest if you want to get into Takashi Kashi, read the manga.
Yeah. I might do that. I don't know. I like the first season of this show because it's like such a different thing that I hadn't seen anything like it before. So it's not really novel.
I'm kind of
But
sad
this-
it failed
yeah.
the way it did because the manga will never come to English now. And I
Oh,
wanted it.
yeah. That's unfortunate.
But I also think it's such a niche thing. It wouldn't really, the manga wouldn't do well here because it's all about Japanese candies we don't have.
Yeah. That is probably a hard thing to sell here.
Yeah, Hotaru and Saya are great though, and I need to find some fanfics of them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I
Yeah,
haven't
good.
done that yet.
Mhm.
There was that one Yuri Bait episode. I think it was like the last episode of the first season. It's like, damn it, come on, don't do me like this.
There's second episode. I wouldn't call it Yuri bait, but almost.
Almost. The Yuri bait. We
Yeah.
we baited that there might be Yuri bait.
Yeah. Exactly.
Alright. It's really
And
weird
so-
to see a show get a second
Yeah?
season that's like 15-minute episodes. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that is weird. I don't even know that I've seen a show with 15-minute episodes before.
I've seen a few, like,
Yeah.
I think Please Tell Me Galco-chan was 15? It might be like 7. Let me check. Those are 7. Okay, yeah. But I've certainly seen like 12 before, I just don't remember what show.
Yeah.
I think the director just really wanted more Takashi Kashi. Like, I think they liked it, because all their other stuff... Oh, God. Actually, is this... Yeah, it's the person who directed Blackjack.
Mm.
And Blackjack 21. Like, they do all this, like, really serious stuff, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal.
Oh.
Which one is Zexal? Is that the motorcycles?
Well, I have no idea. I had lost track of Yu-Gi-Oh! a long time ago. But you're telling me Yu-Gi-Oh! On motorcycles, that sounds pretty good to me. And what is these characters?
Oh no,
What are
this is
they?
the one that has like spirits that come and they're like, "This ghost told me how to win. Let's go!" or
Spirits?
something.
Hasn't that always been Yu-Gi-Oh?
Number hunters, yeah, basically. But I think it's like Ass Zexal, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Studio Gallop. I've never heard of Studio Gallop before.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard of them.
they did Initial D.
Oh.
High Shield 21, really?
Huh.
They did a lot of stuff I heard of, but I've never heard the name Studio Gallop before. It looks
Yeah.
like they've done nothing but Yu-Gi-Oh! For the past couple of years, though. So,
Ah.
that would explain that. They used to do stuff, and then they're like, let's just make money off Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go.
Yeah. It's like, we got this thing, we're making tons of money with it. Let's just keep
I
going.
mean, it's smart, may as well, right?
Yeah. Very true.
Oh yeah, motorcycles was 5Ds. Thank you, Geek. 5Ds. Not 4, not 6, 5.
So yeah, the next thing is Darwin and the Franks.
Have you
The
seen
Trigger
season
show.
2 yet? Or episode 2 yet?
Episode 2? Yes, I did.
I
I
have not,
watched
so
it.
please don't spoil. But
Okay, I
I've
won't.
seen spoilers already. The
Okay.
the butt controls.
Yeah, that was
So
weird.
from I saw some stuff someone was talking about. The whole thing seems to be like a take on how extremely like how society can really hard push like heterosexualism, because that's like what it is,
Hmm.
right?
Oh yeah,
And
totally.
they're theorizing that as it goes on, it'll be like about breaking gender and like sexuality norms, because that's kind of like what like Gurren Lagann, right? Which
Hmm.
was also, well, not Trigger, but it was people who became Trigger. Their whole thing
Yeah.
was like um it was like masculinity, right? We're gonna take the idea of like the masculine, you have to be a strong guy or whatever, and we're gonna push it to the
Hmm.
limit, like as far as it goes. And then Kill la Kill they took, and they're like, it was like a take on how Japanese society sexualizes like schoolgirl uniforms and the girls who wear it, and like the people, like how
Yeah.
sexualized. And that also had a whole thing about society and forcing you to fit in with uniforms too. Like there's a bit of that, right?
Hmm.
I'm trying to find a certain word and I can't find it.
Hmm.
Where you're
Yeah.
like forced to like become part of something.
Like conformity,
Yes,
something
conformity.
like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there was a bit of conformity there. And I know someone was talking about how this seems like it'll be a huge talk on like conformity into like sexuality and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be. I could see it going that way, but I could also see it
Well,
totally not going that way.
yeah, I'm interested how it will go with the fact that the robots are controlled by putting a guy and a girl in a sexual position where the guy is obviously the one in like the dominant position.
Hmm.
And like that's how you control it. And it's obviously being forced by society, and they've grown up with it. And like this is, I guess, what's right, but they're also like, this doesn't really feel right. I don't really
Yeah.
feel like why this doesn't like. Mm. So
Mm.
it'll be interesting
Hmm.
to see where they take it.
Yeah. I'm kind of mixed on the show, but I'm gonna
It's
definitely need to
very
keep
fan
watching it.
servicey, and I think it'll be like Kill la Kill, where you have to get past the fan service to get like the
Mm.
reason behind it.
I don't know. I feel like there isn't a whole lot of fan service, not directly at least.
Yeah, but like the whole
Because
all the scenes where they're piloting the robots, like that are gonna be fan servicey.
yeah, kind of.
Like the fan service is all built into the structure of the show, but
Hmm.
it can also be used for like introspective looks at society and stuff if done right, which hopefully they will. It'd be
Hopefully,
interesting.
I would have faith in Trigger to do something well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, and the
yeah.
mech
Okay.
designs are cool, so there's that too.
Oh really?
They,
I
they,
thought they were kind of dumb.
I like ZO2's. It has robo titties. It's got robo
Yeah.
titties. I like
Yeah.
it.
Zero twos is good, but they showed the rest of them
I
in the
haven't
second
seen the rest of
episode.
them yet. I haven't seen the
I
rest of them
I
yet.
think they look dumb. Oh, like
But have they
some of them
also
are kind of
transformed yet? Because like
they,
ZO2's turned into like a tiger thing. That's pretty cool.
no, none of the other ones transformed. I don't know if
Okay.
they can't or if they just didn't yet, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, the next thing. Speaking of fan service, it's been Killing Bites. That's a real dumb show. It's about a honey badger lady. It's kind of terrible.
The
What?
plantation they live in Darling in the Franks is called Misteltine.
Yeah, it is.
We've gone back. It's Misteltine. Damn it.
This when I was watching the second episode and they listed it as Mistletoe, I actually started looking up what Mistletoe actually is, and it was like an ancient sword in
Yeah.
some Icelandic mythology, I think.
Yeah.
And I started.
I just
I found
remember
out.
we're all like, who is Misteltine? We gotta figure. We figured it out. It's
Yeah.
the Sea of Trees, the bird cage.
Yeah. Mhm.
They're all just trapped in Misteltine's dream.
Mhm.
That's the plot twist. Dream Eater Mary's gonna show up and save everyone.
Yeah. This is secretly season 2 of Dream Eater Mary. It's
They
never
did
been
it.
done before.
Those crazy animals, they did it. Alright,
Yeah.
so what was the next show we're on to?
Killing Bites.
Oh, I still
Killing
need to
Bites.
watch this. This one
Yeah. It's so dumb. It's like
I'm...
kind of trashy, etchy, but I'm kind of into it because it's real dumb, and the etchy isn't actually all that bad.
It's a
As
honey
not,
badger.
yeah, she's actually a really funny character. She has this like scientist guy who created her. Whenever he talks to her, she gets all lovey-dovey with him. The rest of the time, she's just like this really rough jerk to everyone.
So
It's fantastic.
the other main characters is a dog girl, and this girl has no picture.
Hmm. I haven't seen the dog girl yet. She hasn't appeared.
Oh, she's listed as a main character.
Uh,
And then there's another main character that just doesn't have a picture. I think.
oh yeah. Oh, Yuya Nomoto.
Yeah.
He's just a regular boring dude.
Uh,
He looks like the most generic anime guy ever.
The
So
bunny
just
girl,
imagine that.
though, I can't wait for the bunny girl.
Yeah. So far, it's just silly. There are moments in it where I'll start talking about the animals that the characters are based on, and I'll have like ripping guitars, but it's talking like really seriously about nature stuff. Like, man, this would be an awesome
The
way to do a
hyena
nature
girl.
documentary.
Did you know the hyena kills itself when it gives birth through its stupid pseudo penis? We just got demonetized. Woo!
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Because
So
we were making big
I
YouTube bucks before.
hate
Mhm.
I hate hyenas so much. There's no way they should exist. They're like their reproductive system should have killed them off long ago. It's so dumb.
Can't say I know much about hyenas.
You want to
But I'll just
learn?
agree with you.
I can give
No,
us a
no,
lecture
I'm
on
good.
hyenas right now.
No, that's good.
Our new nature portion of
I think we have a lot of stuff
Shenanimegans.
talking about.
Talking
We'll save
about
hyenas for next week.
female hyena pseudopenises. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what have we gotten into?
Oh no. Yeah.
It's okay,
So,
Honey
yeah.
Badger don't give a shit about that, so we don't have to.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the person who made Killing Bites just saw that phrase. Like, Honey Badger don't give a damn. Like, yeah, that's a good idea.
They laughed over it way too much. They took the joke too far. Now we're
Yeah.
here. It's like that one person who won't drop the like have your Jimmy's being rustled meme and are like they're bringing it back.
Yeah. Just gonna keep using it. It'll come back in fashion eventually.
Yeah. I'll make an anime to bring it back.
Yeah.
Or they saw that Honey Badger don't give a shit and they like knew some girl who like don't give a shit and it's like she like a Honey Badger.
Yeah.
Honey Badger girls. It was a furry. They have to have been a furry.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Oh, yeah, Killing Bites, that's the show.
Yeah.
What else is a show? It's also a Junji Ito collection, which I've kind of it's okay.
It's okay.
Like, it's 3 episodes. Yeah, it's okay. Like the art style, if you look at a still from it, it actually looks really nice and like fits with the style of it well. Yeah, it animates kind of weirdly.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but like it does kind of fit the style of the stories, and
Do you know what
I don't know how
they've
it's
done so far?
I know they did Slug Girl. That's one of the names I remember.
They've done
I can
that
remember.
already?
Yeah, because they do 2 stories per episode,
Okay.
and they did 1 or 2 of the other ones that was in the 6 preview images. I
Okay.
think they've done. Actually, I think most of those were first couple episodes. But yeah, it's been okay. I don't know how it is as an adaptation because it's none of the stuff I've read, but I don't know. It's been okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's made me want to go read more Junji Ito stuff, those Saw stories, to see how
A lot of
it
his
is.
one-shots are really interesting because they're really weird, but they don't need like a long ongoing story, so you can just do like whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of what this seems like. And
I think he did Army of One or something, and that one still fucks.
Yeah.
That one fucked me up.
yeah,
Did
you
ever
mentioned that
mark
one before.
Did I ever mark that as red? No, it's probably in one of his omnibuses. I'll never find it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a Junji Ito one. But
Yeah, it
there's a
is.
few other horror creators. They're none as big. But yeah, okay. Anything else you've been watching?
Oh, a couple more. Next one is Citrus.
Oh, I need to catch
Is
up on that too. That's one of the
yeah,
ones I'm behind on. Wait.
yeah. Let's show. It's like, man, there are parts of Citrus that I think are kind of problematic,
Mm-hmm.
but also it's kind of really good. I kind of really like it. Just as the story, it's pretty good.
It's a good drama.
It is. It's a good genre, but it also gets kind of rapey sometimes, and that's not great.
Yeah, I remember people saying that. I was like, I don't remember that. I just blocked it when I read it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I went back. I'm like, oh yeah, it is. I've only seen
Oh,
episode
right.
one. I'm like, oh right, I forgot this happened. You know, I think I just forgot about it because I was like so distracted by NTR last season or like 2 seasons ago. I just forgot. But you. See, the funny thing about NTR is I heard it's a lot less rapey in the manga. Like because in the NTR anime, right, that one girl starts like hitting, like she's just like forcing herself on the other girl.
Yeah.
In the manga, the other girl who's being forced on initiates it first because she wants to practice, and then it's the other girl. It's still kind of rapey because the other girl's like, I don't want to stop. I love you, but like it like. Instead of it just being this one-sided kind of weird what thing, it's kind of okay that all these characters are kind of fucking up in their own way, and it makes it more interesting, and like it's a more interesting look at how fucked up relationships can be. But yeah,
yeah. I don't have much more to say on Citrus, really. Just
lesbian sisters. Yeah, that's the other thing. This is incest.
Yeah.
Oh right. Speaking of, I just finished some incest manga. We'll get to that later.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah. The next thing is Katana Magens, Toji no Miko.
I need to catch up on that too.
It's a pretty cool show.
Wait, it's gonna be 24 episodes? Damn, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. That just got announced recently.
Ooh, I'm actually excited. I still need to catch up though.
Also, I didn't know this, but it's like a multimedia project because they launched a manga in December, and there's a mobile coming out later this year.
Yeah, I knew the manga was out, or yeah, I saw some like screenshot from it where the manga actually looked like for episode 1, it looked more interesting, almost like it was more fleshed out. Because episode 1 seemed a little rushed.
Yeah, it did. It seemed like they had to hurry things up just to get into the main part of the story.
And then, yeah, I'd like to see the manga. I hope the mobile game comes out in English. I'd like to try it out.
Yeah.
And then hopefully this doesn't end up going Garaizio. I still think it might, but I haven't seen episode 2 yet, so who knows.
I don't know. I have yet to watch Garaizio. Doing that.
You just have to watch the first 2 episodes, and you'll understand. When I say you don't even have to watch the first 2. You just have to watch the first episode. And when I say I think it might end up like Garaizio, you'll be like, ooh. The first episode has a lot of parallels with one of the opening scenes of it. That's the main reason I got that feel. Like where they're fighting on the bridge against like the spirit.
Yeah.
Something similar in Garaizio. I'm like, damn.
Okay. I'll have to check that out sometime. Yeah. Then next up is Beatless. It's the robot.
That's another one I've been meaning to. It's the Guilty Crown crew, which has crazy nice character designs, but then the plot might be awful, and we don't know.
Yeah, if you asked me what the plot of Beatless is, I wouldn't know what to say. It's so all over the place.
Okay.
It's like the second episode, the robot girl just becomes a model and is a model for an episode. Like, what? It just kind of
24 episodes of this. Are you ready for it?
Jeez.
It's Guilty Crown all over again, but it's even worse from the get-go. I still need to watch this. I absolutely love these character designs. I think they're by Redline? Question mark. Character designs.
Yeah.
Yaguchi Hiroko, is that who does Redline stuff? They did Aikatsu, okay. Star Driver, not character design. Is this not he's not the character designer who did Guilty Crown? I swear, it looks so much like Guilty Crown in designs. Holy shit.
Hmm. Character
I
designs
wonder
are
if it's the
very
same
good.
director.
Hmm.
It's the Full
Maybe.
Metal Alchemist director. The original Full Metal Alchemist.
Ah.
They've done a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
I just forgot the name of it. It has nothing to do with any of the stuff from Guilty Crown, but it looks like a Guilty Crown knockoff. What the fuck? Maybe it might be okay. I don't know. It's like, it looks so much like Guilty Crown. I can't trust it.
Yeah.
Aesthetic wise. Ugh.
Hmm. Yeah. This is a show. I don't think I'm gonna end up keeping up with this. I'll give it another shot for the next week. But
I will watch it eventually. I just have so many shows,
yeah.
and I fell behind because I binged Dark Gently. But that's done now, so I
Yeah.
can binge anime again.
Yeah.
Not that Dark Gently isn't anime.
Yeah. Because as established, it totally is.
Yeah, I mean, there was all kinds of fun stuff, like going to Wendermore and seeing the Kuki Naboo and fucking, oh, I'm trying to remember all the terms. There was so many, like, really just nonsense terms. There's, like,
Yeah.
some imaginary world that's, like, super fairy tale, and it's so funny. It's so dumb. There's, like, these people that, you know trolls?
Mhm.
There's these guys who look like trolls, and one of the guys is just like, are we in Canada? It's like, no, we're not in Canada. It's like, are you sure that guy's Canadian? It's just like, this is so dumb. I love it. Anyways,
Yeah.
done with the Dirk Gently anime. Well,
Yeah. The last thing I've been of the new season stuff has been keeping up with the Garrow Vanishing Line. I've talked about a lot. This episode, I think I mentioned before, but it focused on Luke, and he's the most boring, generic-looking anime dude. Like, just the angsty, edgy,
is he the dude in
lame
the
character.
hoodie?
Maybe.
Blue hoodie?
No, that's a girl. That's someone else.
Okay.
Luke is a dude in a trench coat and he's got some pistols and a sniper
Oh
rifle.
god, he already sounds like Edgelord
Yeah.
McGee.
Yeah, he used to have long hair that he wore a ponytail, but then it got cut off in a fight, so now it drips over his eyes. Yeah, he's lame.
Too much edge, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's such a boring character, and this is the second episode they've had to focus on him, and it just feels like such film. Because, like, he isn't doing anything related to the plot.
I just went to him.
Yeah.
Luke. Wait. The details page for my anime list calls him Young Luke. It's like, Young Luke is voiced by Miyu. Like, it sounds like it's out of, Star Wars. Like, Young Luke.
Yeah.
Young Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So, yeah, Garrow. That's a good show.
Alright.
So, yeah. Are there any current airing shows you're keeping up with? Haven't gone over yet?
Yes. You missed a few that you're keeping up with, I know. So, I watched more Cardcaptor Sakura, though I'm not caught up. I didn't see the episode that came out yesterday yet. But it's really good. It's like a good throwback, but I'm so thrown off by how shoujo-y it is compared to the original. I don't remember it being that shoujo-y, and I also... They made Sakura, like, really, really girly in this, when in the original I remember her being portrayed as, like, a tomboy, so it's, like, it's weird to me. I'm like...
Oh.
Well, it's been, like, a year since then, so it's like, I guess some of her tastes have changed, but it's still weird because we didn't see it. I'm just like... It's like, I haven't seen her roller skating at all, or, like, doing some of her sports stuff, and she's, like... There's just been scenes of her, like, baking cakes and stuff, I'm like... But then they made one of the side characters more prominent again. I forget his name, but it's so funny. Takashi Yamazaki. Yes. All he does is just lie about everything all the time. Like, they're just eating lunch together, and he's just like, did you know so-and-so? And it's just like this obvious lie, and they fall for it. It's like, oh. Like, it's so dumb. It's so great. I want to petition Clamp to, make Sakura stop liking Shaoran and like Tomoyo. Like, just make Sakura bi. Tomoyo deserves it. Tomoyo fucking deserves it. It's been like 18 years And Tomoyo's still one-sidedly pining for Sakura. That's not okay.
Oh,
Fix that right
so
now,
sad.
Clamp.
Yeah, come on, Clamp.
Don't rub it in our faces in your Tsubasa Chronicles where they go through parallel worlds of your works, and there's still Sakura, Shaoran, and Tomoyo in those worlds, and Tomoyo's still one-sided. Don't do that to
Oh,
them. They deserve better. Stop being cowards.
yeah.
Just give us the gay. Damn it. Anyways, yeah, Cardcaptor. It's been crazy nostalgic to me, and I love it, and it's a great magical show. We talked about Citrus, we talked about Dagashi Kashi 2, we talked about Dialing in the Franks. Gakko and Babysitters. This is something my friend talked me into watching, and it's about, like, a guy whose parents are killed in a plane crash, and,
Oh,
him and his younger brother are taken in by the chairman of an elite academy, who I think is, like, their grandmother, on
hmm,
the account that he becomes one of the school's daycare babysitters for like
yeah.
the teachers and stuff who have kids because they're understaffed.
Oh,
So it's like him and they like start a babysitting club and it's him and this other classmate and other classmates and they're just looking after the kids. So some of it's like the kids fucking around doing kid stuff and some of it's like the drama between like siblings and then some of it's just like hinting at maybe they gay. Even though it's
cool.
apparently a shoujo, it hints at, it's more like shonen ai. But
Oh,
yeah, my friend talked me into watching it. It's an okay show.
yeah.
It's very laid back, surprisingly. Like it's a slice of life that's very male centric, which you don't really see a lot of. So it's been
Hmm.
an interesting change of pace, and I've been enjoying it. I'm
Yeah.
behind an episode on it though.
Oh,
After that, I watched more Hoseki no Kuni, but I'm still 3 episodes from
yeah.
finishing it. I'm just gonna go through and talk about the other stuff I've watched, and we can go back and talk about your other stuff you've watched. It's just easier for me
Yeah. Yeah.
because I'm trying to remember from my trip too. I watched a ton of Last Ark Exile on the plane. I'm like flying. I'm like, let's watch shows about flying and gunfight ships. So I've watched 17 episodes of that. The 26. I
Hmm.
watched like 9 episodes or something.
Yeah.
Um, We talked about Martian Medicine, Mitsuboshi Colors, which is on High Dive. I've been watching. It's
Uh-huh.
a cute slice of life about like 3 kids who are like, we're gonna protect the town where the colors, where the superheroes are, and it's just them fucking around doing dumb kid stuff, and it's really cute. And like
Hmm.
they have this little cat that looks almost like a panda, and
Oh,
it's it's great.
yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun with it. I don't know if episode 3 is out yet or not. I haven't checked, but it's a good slice of life. It's a really good slice
Mhm.
of life. Most people haven't seen it though because it's a High Dive exclusive, but I'd
Oh,
highly
yeah.
recommend it.
Well,
Uh,
this.
then we also didn't talk about Pop Team Epic.
Oh, yeah.
Papu Tepik. Wait, Papu Tepipiku. There we go.
Yeah.
So I watched episode 2 of that. I haven't seen episode 3 yet, but I
Hmm.
like that they started changing a few things up in the second half because the first episode is the exact same. Second episode had something slightly different. I hope it keeps going to the point where the second half is completely different, but
Hmm.
I need to watch more. It's one of those
Yeah.
ones that's just like so absurd and different and out there that it's like it's really interesting for that reason. Like it's so different than
Yeah.
anything out there. I know a lot of people and me included are like, yeah, it's a great shit post, it's a meme, but honestly, it's a really interesting kind of multimedia almost
Hmm.
show and take on humor. So
Yeah. That's cool. I've been thinking I should go back and try watching it again, or like just watch bits of it here and there or something, because it does seem like a cool meta thing.
yeah,
Like just kind of worth checking out purely for that. I don't know, but also it's kind of a shitpost.
yeah, yeah, kind of. Outside of that, I've been watching Ramen Daisuke Koizumi-san.
Hmm.
More slice of life. I've just been binging slice of life. It's so good. I like this
That's a lot
show.
of good slice of life.
This show is so dumb. It's just a bunch of people trying to be friends with a girl who's like, I don't like you. I just want to eat ramen. Please leave me
Oh,
alone. And it's like, one of
oh,
the
big
characters is
mood.
super gay, and I like this show. It's
Yeah.
fun and dumb and just having enjoyment.
Hmm.
I watched an episode of Girls Last Tour, so I'm 2 episodes in now.
Nice.
I'm
That
using that
show,
for my late night before I go to bed show, so.
yeah, it's pretty good for that.
Yeah. I'm actually caught up on Slow Start, I think. Unless if
yeah?
episode 3 came out. I don't think it did it?
No
Slow
idea.
Start. I forgot Token Ranbu Hanamaru Season 2 is out. I need to watch that. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This season is so good for Slice of Life. No, Season
Yeah.
3 is out. I'm behind an episode. When did it come out?
I think it came out today. It said start on the 7th, so it should be out on some days.
Came out on the 20th, so 2 days ago. Damn it.
20th was yesterday.
Right, it's the 21st. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's another cute slice of life. The animations were really good for a slice of life, and I heard something really interesting. Apparently, this is an A1 Pictures anime, right? So, Darling in the Franxx is mainly Trigger, but because they're doing like 3 shows, Darling in the Franxx is Trigger and A1 Pictures. A bunch of the animators are working on Darling in the Franxx and Slow Start.
Huh.
So some of the, like they're like collaborative almost. Like there's like animators switching over between the two, and you can kind of see that some of the like really nice animation from Darling in the Franxx carried over to Slow Start, and there's just some really good, interesting character animation. The characters all move adorably. It's like, it's really weird. But yeah, apparently it's just like shared staff, which is really interesting. Hopefully that doesn't, hopefully they aren't overworking though. That would be bad.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think there's a specific schedule that keeps them from not, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Place Further from the Universe, Sora Yori Mo Tui Basho. The one about going to Antarctica, finding the penguins. It's been so good.
Yeah.
Such a good Madhouse original. This one I'm caught up on for sure.
Yeah, I watched the 2nd episode. I haven't seen it.
The 3rd one's great. It's just like, I love the way the characters act. They all feel very realistic. They're like, they feel like actual characters, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah. It's just such a dumb premise too. I love it.
Yeah. So good.
Let's go see penguins. We talked about Toji no Miku. Ooh, I watched the first episode of Violet Evergarden.
Oh yeah?
It was really pretty. I know a lot of people don't like it because there's a lot of like writing things they're saying in like the 2nd episode that are just really obviously dumb. And I haven't seen the 2nd episode yet, so I'm kind of worried about it, but there's also all these people who are like fighting over the ratings and review ratings, where some are giving it 4, some are giving it 10, and they're like, these people are like dumb, this and that. I'm like, you're all dumb. It's like 2 episodes out. You don't know enough to properly rate it. Like, stop.
Yeah.
I don't think you should rate a show unless if you finish it. Or like in a review. You shouldn't be able to review a show unless if you finish it. Because you obviously don't know the full setup of the show. Yes, it might not be for you, and you drop it, that's fine, but, like, you can't give a proper review where it's just like, I didn't like it because of this, when a review is kind of supposed to be, like, it in its whole, and you might have missed something that you did like.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fair to review it without seeing it.
Yeah.
Personally. Anyways, I need to see episode 2 of that. And then I've been watching Yomushi Pedal Glory Line. I think I'm caught up on that. 2 episodes? I think there's only 2 episodes of it right now. But, yeah, good old racing boys. Good old bicycle racing boys. Still a good time. Still having a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 2 episodes out. But yeah, it's been a fun time. I really enjoy it. And I've been buying the manga still reading the manga. There's a lot of manga of that. It's like one of the longer sports manga going on. I'm glad there's enough content to keep making more anime.
Yeah. I had watched a trailer for Glory Line like a week or 2 ago, and it made me kind of want to get into Yo Pedal. Just to see it, because it seems wild.
Just try the first season, or like it's one of those ones that it's like if you get behind the main character, you're just gonna love it. You'll be like, yeah, you like it's really one that pushes you to root for characters, but well fleshes out multiple characters, so you can root for like a bunch.
That's cool.
And that's something
That sounds good.
sports is shows are good at, are like the interpersonal dynamics between competitors.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's fun. It also has really good opening and endings still.
Yeah.
I also watched the movie. I forgot. I watched the Yowamushi Pedal movie, which is in between the second season and the third, while on the plane too. And it wasn't the best, but they were saying like it's pretty much just like filler fan service for if you liked it. It's like you don't need to watch it, but if you like it, you may as well watch it because it gives you more, and then you can enjoy it.
Yeah. Cool.
Because obviously a movie is too short to flesh everything out properly the way an entire season does. Or
Very
multiple
true.
seasons.
Yeah.
Because last season literally ended in the middle of the middle of the Inter High, and this season's going to be entirely the other half of the Inter High. 25 episodes worth of Inter High. Are you ready? But yeah, so the last one I have, which I'm amazed you didn't bring up, Eurocamp Triangle.
Yeah.
It's so comfy, and I'm caught up on it. I'm caught up on the comf.
Yeah, I'm behind on the comf. I watched the first episode.
Dude, you gotta comf up, like, right now.
I do. Maybe I'll watch that tonight before I go to bed. I'll watch an episode of that.
It'll give you comfy dreams.
Yeah. Oh, so comfy.
Comf up. That's such a dumb saying. I love it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, so that's all the stuff, and then there's manga though.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's
one or two for like an hour, and we haven't even gone to book club. Jesus Christ! I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this fast. So I read like 5 volumes of Kobayashi Maid Dragon. It was good. And then some other shows, and then I finished Sayuri-san no Imoto wa Tenshi, or Sayuri's Little Sister is an Angel. It's a Yuri with sisters. Yeah, but I really like the artists. They did other stuff with like Fox Girls and stuff that's super cute. It's an Ito Hachi series. The artwork's all super cute, but yeah, so I finished the last volume of that. It finally came out translated, and oh my goodness, it has an emotional ending. I was really worried about the way it could have gone, because basically the premise is this girl whose like parents divorced and hasn't seen her sister in like 13 years. Her sister shows up near her workplace with wings on her back and a halo above her head.
Yeah.
And she's like, they were granted to me by God when asked to let her see her. And so she starts living with her, and it's like constantly hitting on her bigger sister, and she's just like, literally only like 2 people can see that she has like an angel halo and wings, and it's like, oh, there's some like drama stuff that goes on and stuff, and this other character that gets some development and stuff. But it's like it's cute, it's dumb, and then it's like, oh yeah, she's an angel. That can't mean good stuff.
Yeah.
Luckily, it has an okay, not super sad ending, but like you're sad for a while. You're like, it's worried. Like, it's an okay manga to read. Just remember, it is sister love. So
yeah.
I am horribly corrupted and awful. Holy shit.
Yeah. Are they like actual sisters, or are they stepsisters?
They are actual sisters.
Oh wow. It's kind of surprising, because I feel like most things will do this like stepsister loophole. It's like, oh,
yeah, but this also isn't like a big series. It's Ito Hachi. Goddamn, Ito Hachi. Ito Hachi has some cute Fox Girl stuff though, so if you like that stuff, check them out. Anyways, that's all the stuff I have watched or read. What other stuff did you watch? Let's go.
Yeah. So one thing, I finished watching Cinderella Season 2.
Yeah.
And that was a bummer, because it they try and establish like this villain business lady, and then
Mm,
she like just
mm.
kind of has her way with everything and tells them what to do, and
That's why
it's
I
like,
didn't.
okay,
That's why I didn't like the original. Was the second half they started putting in like this villain, and it felt really forced and bad. They did it
yeah,
again. No.
yeah, and the thing is, at the end, there's like no resolution with like nothing happens. They just kind of have a concert and then it's over.
All
And
right.
like, yeah,
Wait, I
and
think there's a
oh,
movie after though.
is there?
I
I
think
don't know.
so. I think there was a
I don't
movie.
know. I don't know how much I care to watch more Cinderella's, honestly. Because like most of the characters, the vast majority of them, I just don't really care about. I either just don't care or don't like them. There's maybe like 5 or 6 that I actually would be interested in seeing more of. But what they did with this season was they just added more.
Oh no, there's just a 29-minute special.
Uh,
But
yeah,
who
they
knows?
kept
Maybe.
adding more characters because the Cinderella Girls division of the company was like 12 characters originally, and now it's like 20. And
Hmm.
it's like the first season didn't have enough
See,
time for
see,
these characters to get
this is the
fleshed out.
problem because it's based
Yeah,
off of a game, so they need to try to sell
yeah,
all the girls
yeah.
for the
This would have been so
fans.
much better if they just focused it down to a small or something.
This is why all you do
Hmm.
is read Ronko X Anya dojins and fan fictions, and then you're good. That's all you gotta do. That's it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Maybe some Rena in
Rina
there,
and
some like
yo, Rina and Natsuki. That's
Natsuki. There we go.
the real
That
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's the cat girl?
Oh, I don't remember her name. She's lame.
What? What the fuck? Her and Rena are cute together. They do
Yeah,
their
they're okay.
asterisk.
They're a good pair. That's like they're always fighting, but they're into each other secretly.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
good for that.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they're kind of fighting because it's
Mhm.
like she's the cat girl. Cats are all tsundere to the other person, to their owner, and they
Mhm.
probably do weird cat stuff in secret.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. So yeah, and I watched the first episode of the Cinderella's Theater, which is the like 2 or 3 minute shorts, and I realized I don't care enough about most of these characters to watch all of this. So I just want to try and I'm gonna try and find a list, see if someone's made a list of like what characters in which episodes. So I'm like, okay, which episodes have like a Ranko? Watch all of those.
Ronko. I wish I could roll R's. I can't.
Oh, me too.
I need to learn.
Wish.
I might try to learn because then I could actually fix my lisp a bit too.
Yeah.
Just how do I pronounce R's and roll them? I want to say Ronko.
Yeah.
I just want to say Ronko as cute as possible, like Anya.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could find that compilation video.
God, I thought about just cutting because I was like, oh yeah, when I watch season 2, I'll keep an ear out for it. And Anya is like barely in season 2.
What?
She has, yeah, she and Ranko are like barely in. It's a
Weren't they
bummer.
like main characters in season 1?
I mean, technically, but they were kind of barely in season 1 as well. And they
Oh,
were even less of season 2.
that's unfortunate. They deserve more.
Yeah, they do.
I guess
Really
they're
do.
probably like, oh well, they I have their niche. Like people,
Mhm.
niche people like them anyways, or something. Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. Cinderella Girls, that's the thing. And one last show that I've been watching has been Gundam Wing, which
Mm.
this has been an adventure.
Gundam
'Cause
Wing.
yeah, I watched it when I was a kid, and I thought it was
I
awesome.
remember you telling me you were like gonna drop it 2 episodes in.
Yeah,
You were like, when does this get good again? I'm like, I think whenever they go to space, it's. I don't.
yeah. Well, so it starts really bad. It's
Yeah.
not a good start to a show. 'Cause,
I need to rewatch that sometime too. I
yeah,
have like a bootleg of it because there was a
nice.
store that used to sell bootlegs and they were eventually
Mhm.
shut down. But
Yeah,
I have a
So-
bootleg of that and Gundam Seed
yeah,
because
yeah.
I was a dumb kid and didn't know.
Oh, we were all dumb kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show they at the start they like, don't explain anything about like who's what.
Hyo
Any
just shows up
organizations?
and it's like, come to my party. Rip, I'll kill you. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, that was so dumb.
finds duo, I'll kill you. Like,
Yeah. God, when I was a kid,
Hero's
I thought
such an
Hero was
edgelord.
so
He's such an
awful.
edgelord. Oh
He's
my,
the
they're
worst.
all edgelords. Duo's the best edgelord though.
Yeah, Duo
He's
was pretty
chill.
good.
Duo's.
Duo's
Duo.
maybe the only good pilot of the
Quattro's.
five.
Quattro's not bad.
I have problems with Quattro. Because,
Yeah, I'm probably forgetting all the problems with it.
well, so my problem isn't like with the character himself, like as a person, but it's that like, oh, he's supposed to be from the Middle East, but he's like this
Oh,
scrawny little white boy, and
yeah,
he's dad
yeah.
of a rich family, and he has all the brown
I
people
thought the
calling him
whole thing
master.
was it was supposed to be
Oh,
about like how the British invaded the Middle East and like just occupied it.
yeah,
He's like a
yeah,
British descendant who lives there.
yeah, but they don't address that like at all, or at
Yeah,
least they
and
haven't
even
yet.
then he should tan, but whatever. But wait,
Yeah,
no, isn't he from one of the colonies too, though? Aren't they all from the colonies? All five of
I
them?
have no idea.
But
I,
Wu Feng, I hate it
maybe.
because he's just like,
Oh, he's the worst.
let's
He's
fight.
awful. Well,
And then
he's the second worst.
Troa has the like, oh god, he has the juggalo phase, and it's like, he gets a
Oh yeah,
bit too down with the clown.
yeah. Well, he does work in a circus, so to
Yeah,
be fair,
but there's like
he
the
has a
whole
reason to be
memory,
a clown.
there's the whole memory loss thing.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Oh, I thought you would remember
Troa
that.
had no, I don't remember.
Oh.
Troa just had a good moment. Up to episode like 12, I think, and
Oh.
Troa had a moment of talking like he was one of the people from the colonies that really thought they should do this Gundam thing, and he was like, oh, we didn't think they would like, retaliate against the colonies, and now he feels really bad about it. So it's like finally like a good character moment.
Yeah, he has like really good moments in the beginning, and then
Mm-hmm.
if I remember right, I might not because it's been years. I probably haven't seen it since whenever you last saw it, but if I remember right, he just like loses his memory at one point and just like cries in a corner for like 10 episodes.
I think I remember that at some point like was his memory of the lady that is kind of a love interest for him or something.
Something. I
Like
don't.
that's like a part of it. I don't know. I'll get to it eventually. I'm going to keep watching this show.
I have Gundams I need to watch still. So
Yeah.
many Gundams.
There's a lot of Gundam to watch.
Lots of Gundam.
There's plenty.
Yeah, I need to get back into finishing Gundam Turn A.
I hear that one's good.
Yeah, I'm only like 2 episodes in, but
Yeah.
it has really good designs from what I've seen so far. So.
Yeah. It took for a long time. I hadn't actually heard anyone say churning, so I just written with the upside down A. How do you pronounce this? That doesn't make any sense.
It's like Turn A, but you can also it also sounds kind of like Journey, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that's a.
I don't know if that's
a
right or
dumb-
not. I don't think that's right. That's just when
Yeah.
I say it. Sometimes I'm like, that sounds like Journey.
Yeah. It's actually secretly a reference to the band Journey. The whole show is a tribute to them.
It's the mecha arc of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh yeah. Oh god, Mecha JoJo. That'd be fantastic.
My stand is a 50-foot mecha. Let's go.
Oh, be fantastic. Yeah. That's all the stuff I've watched. I did do a little bit of reading because I started reading Uzumaki again because I got a hard copy of that for Christmas. So I read the first couple chapters, and you know how you always say how.
Why don't they just fucking leave?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. They don't spend that much time before they try and leave, but they actually do.
Yeah,
like, a bunch of people die before they
there's so
try.
many times they
like-
keep going, we should leave, and then, or like the guy says, we should leave, and then they don't.
Yeah, that's wow.
It's like,
I
my
had
dad's
forgotten.
here still, he's doing his art, I don't want to give up on it. It's like, girl, leave your family. Like,
Yeah,
after the fucking incident with the fucking, hospital, it's like, that should be enough. You should be gone at that point.
I would have left after that girl's head turned into a spiral. Her
Yeah,
body just
but
went into it.
see, I can still see kind of like not wanting to leave your family with them refusing to leave, but like after one of your family turns into like some weird blood-sucking parasite mosquito that
Yeah.
then gets her baby shoved back into her, it's like that's
Mhm.
the
Like,
whole.
I was
That's
just-
the point where you start seeing the entire city go crazy and not just your family, and that's where it's like you need to
Mhm.
get out.
Yeah. Oh, Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading that. That's a good thing. I like Junji Ito's art. It's so good. Oh, but yeah, that's all. That's everything. So now we're like what, hour and a bit in?
I guess.
Yeah,
The other
hour
thing,
15.
yeah, my other question about Uzumaki though is when everyone
Yeah.
falls through into that underworld thing, if you don't get
Mhm.
sucked through, can you just like leave? Can you finally leave at that point? Could they have all left?
Oh, maybe.
Could they have just not gone for? And what happened to her brother, who's like a slug on a cliff somewhere? Could they have just like not tried to get there, not lost the reporter girl in the building, like just sat on the outside and all left?
Mhm.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, Uzumaki like fucked me up. But I hate all the characters because they're idiots.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I think that's everything. So we can finally get to Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about Gunslinger Girl.
Okay, I was gonna
So
suggest that too.
episode 2 sucked. Like half of it was just episode 1 again.
Yeah, it was like episode 1, but a little more detail.
Yeah, just a little bit more detail about episode 1.
Yeah.
And some flashbacks hinting at backstory to
Yeah, it had some like good characterization, I thought, from
yeah, but
Jose. But like it didn't need to be a full episode of
yeah, it
this.
definitely didn't. They used way too many scenes from the previous episode too. Like we literally start back up from the point where he's trying to like knock to see if they're inside. Like
Yeah.
it's like a 5-6 minute long scene or something that's just replayed exactly the same. It's like that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And the way they left off last time, talked about the one girl who lost her handler, I thought they were going to like go more into that, and then they just didn't talk about it at all, even though they hinted it at the end of the first episode. It's like, come on.
I actually totally forgot about that part. You're right.
Like, hint at it, and then they just don't mention it again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only other mention of her is like, actually I don't even know if it's her because there's 2 girls in this poster, and it's one of them. They're like, aren't you going to? I think it's in episode 3. They're like, aren't you going to train her? It's like, no. No, that was Angelica. Yeah, no, they literally don't even... Clay's just hangs around with them, but they don't mention her at all. Or her issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that episode really... I guess we see more of Henrietta's over possession and stuff. And
Yeah.
But really...
Yeah.
It is interesting where they talk about like her new body and it being repaired and fixed or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like it was kind of important that they had a lot of the scenes in this episode, but it just didn't need to be so filled with flashbacks.
Yeah, it's like only like 10% of the episode was important. But that 10% was important, but they could have just shoved it in somewhere else, I think.
Mm-hmm. There's one thing at the end when they were doing stargazing, and they like look at Orion, and he starts talking about how Orion the Hunter mistakenly shot to death by his own Artemis. I was like, oh no.
Oh.
Is Henrietta going to kill Jose? Like, oh god. But then episode 3 happened, and maybe they were foreshadowing episode 3 instead? I don't know.
Oh, Geek, are you staying caught up on these shows as well? Are you doing the book club?
Oh!
Do we have someone actually doing the book club with us?
Wow. That'd be great.
Magic cake. Yeah, episode 3, though. Episode 3 was interesting and good. It followed Rico, and, like, we find out Rico's, like, the only one who remembers everything, which they, like, brainwash them, making them forget so they're dependent, but seeing how dependent Rico is, like, I need, like... They give me a body, I want my body, I want it to move, I want it, like, she's even more dependent because she's obsessed with being, like, free, and she'd rather, like, free as in being able to move her body, because that's a bigger trap than working for, like, this government hitman squad thing.
Yeah.
Though we do see she can kind of get some, possible romantic feelings. She's like, oh, this guy wants me to play because I have a violin case. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then as soon as like I saw them talking, like, she's gonna kill him. He's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's gonna be...
Yeah. That's what this is a show where as soon as they introduce a new character, I'm like, man, die.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be around long, are they?
Yeah, it's funny because so many of these characters, it's like mentioned that they're like kind of like when they do the brainwashing, part of that helps train them. And yet Rico obviously didn't go through that, and she's just like the most polished. Like she just walks in, it's like pew 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 pew, dead, gone. Like she's the most professional of all of them. Also, those maid outfits were really cute.
They were. It's like a very like kind of basic plain maid thing, but that works well. It's good.
And there's blue maid outfits are nice.
Yeah, they're good.
Don't see enough blue maid outfits, light blues.
Very true. Apparently in Italy, that's where they are, I guess.
Yeah. Although she's French, isn't she? Or they mention she looks like she's French. But I guess it was the outfit of an Italian company, so yeah. Gotta go to Italy to get blue maid outfits.
Yep.
Also, the other interesting thing about this is they're killing another government person for a government person, even though they work for the government, right? Like, corruption. That's gonna be interesting how that plays out with the whole. Well, this guy supports us, so obviously we're paid off for it. And it's like that might come back to bite them, where like it's obviously you're killing off people against you, like.
Yeah. This show, I'm really into it. It's slow paced, but I'm liking it.
It is so very, very slow paced.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it picks up, because there's a second season too. It might take a while.
Yeah. You know, when I went to watch episode 3, I accidentally started watching episode 3 of season 2 and was very confused.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I did that with Haikyuu. I was like, I'm gonna go watch Haikyuu. I haven't in like a year, and then I like was watching season 2, and I'm like, this is weird. I finished the whole episode. I'm like, I don't remember how they got here, but it seems like this makes sense to be here. And then I saw Yachi in the very beginning of the next episode. I'm like, wait, Yachi doesn't come in until season 2. Oh no, I've gone too far.
Yeah.
Yachi is best girl. But yeah, so.
Should we go on to Chaika then?
We kind of blew through that. It's so slow, there wasn't much to talk about. It's like... It's hard to discuss what possible ramifications killing government for government might have when we don't actually know how the government structure is fully set up here. Because they're saying it's the Italian government, so we can't... I don't know what the Italian government's like.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Though I think they called them Diet members still too, so they might be basing it off of like the Japanese parliament where they have Diet members. But
no idea.
We don't have enough information there. It makes it kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Alright, Kitsugi no Chaika, we can talk more about what happened. Yeah, so the parallels between this and Scrap Princess are so big, it's crazy. So Scrap Princess is about a brother and a sister traveling with their adopted sister, who is like the princess. They'll bring about the end of the world. It's like so similar. It's by the same creator. Yeah. It's like this is like so similar but different enough that it's still cool.
Yeah.
Also, there's some really good character designs. But that one girl that doesn't wear pants.
Yeah, there's
one girl that doesn't wear pants. And then there's the, like, fox girl. But, you know what the best part of episode 2 was? Seeing the so-called hero who's, like, so full of himself just dangling upside down from the chandelier trying to be menacing, like, you're going to destroy the world, what are you doing with that wine? And it's just like, you look ridiculous, dude. No one's taking you seriously.
That was good. It was a very good moment.
Yeah, that was best part of episode 2. And then we also get the shocker at the end of episode 2. Well, actually, we get a few things throughout episode 2. We kind of realize she's being chased by the government, who knows about her too. And I hated they're on the thing as like they're constantly trying to hint like, you know, no, I don't know. But do you know? It's like, no, I don't know. It's like, should we tell him? It's classified. Well, we can maybe tell him.
Yeah. Ugh. I hate it when characters do that. Like, we know this thing.
I get
We
the
might
whole
tell
thing
you.
about it being like classified, but it's still like,
Yeah.
it's a little ridiculous at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of reaffirm some facts that I think we knew from the first episode, but I don't remember.
Which facts?
Chaika is the daughter of the old emperor.
I don't think we knew that
See?
at all. It's because you and me both had seen the first 2 episodes years ago. That's what we knew.
Okay. That might just be that then.
Yeah, we're kind of rewatching a few episodes. I think I saw up to episode 4 when I first watched it, so...
I think I only saw the first 2.
I think I know a tiny bit what happens next episode, so it should be fun, if I'm
Okay.
remembering it right. Yeah, I also hate the character that's like, oh, that guy, I'll never forgive him because he didn't listen to what's-his-name. It's like, girl, chill. There's more in life than boys.
Oh,
chill.
okay.
Love yourself first, please.
Yeah, the one guy that's totally in love with that military guy, Albert.
So generic looking, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's the dude who teleports, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if he's gonna be something like, because we're also mentioning dragoons. In Scrap Princess, there are dragoons, which, spoilers for Scrap Princess, they're basically like old, like super old, like super weapons that were made, and they're like people, but they're also machines, kind of, with programming that can like teleport and stuff like that, and are super powerful, know a lot, and I wonder if they're supposed to be the same in this. I don't remember seeing that, so I guess we'll find out. It might literally be the same type of dragoons. This could be the same universe, same world.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. That was something. That teleporting guy, to her like informant guy. I mean.
Yeah, the one who they stab. It's like just like, whoa, you They're like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, what the fuck? You just stabbed me or whatever. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. It's like they're so obviously setting something shady, but then like later in that episode they kind of subvert it and they have the characters keep talking about it like they're not going to get riot, so it's like,
that's like the same thing as Scrap Princess. This one character shows up kind of like that, who is a dragoon and teleports, and they're like, oh, they're okay, they're a good person. It's like, no, they're kind of shady, they're maybe not good. Then it ends with them like, nah, they good.
Yeah.
I want more world building about this world, because we find out this guy's been in charge for 500 years, but it's the land of wars. But they're mentioning the different names he has called, and some of them were good names. Like, some were like, there were obviously people who didn't hate him. So it's curious about that. And then also, we have the whole, did he actually have a daughter? And she was out of the city, and there's apparently been a bunch of Chaikas they found. So, like, even though it's supposed to be top secret and no one knows it, there's apparently a lot of people who know the name Chaika somehow.
Yeah.
Bring in
I hadn't totally thought of that.
That's curious.
It is.
It almost makes you wonder, like, if someone just went like, I'm gonna hire you all to be Chaikas. Have you seen Nathan For You?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's a show where this guy does really dumb ideas to help, like, failing businesses, and for one, he's, like, giving a private investigator, he's like, I'll give you a 5-star review on Yelp, it'll help your business, but I need to make sure I'm giving it to you because you're good. So he hires, like, 10 different Nathan lookalikes for himself and sends them all out into his city, and is, like, he's like, I had my number 1 lookalike go to my house and live like me, so I went to his house to live like him or whatever and be him, and he like shows up at this like double's house, and it's just like the wife is like, who the fuck are you and stuff, and it's like the best scene. Like, this is where I assume the Chaika thing is. It's just a bunch of like fake Chaikas that are being assholes. It's like
Mm-hmm.
he finally gets caught. The guy pulls up to him. He's like, "All right, you caught me. I guess you'll get that 5-star anyways. You deserve it." He's like, "Alright, yeah, you're good. Come on, I'll give you a ride." He's like, "Okay." Opens the door, closes. He looks over. It's just this Asian guy. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Who are you?" It's like, "I'm Nathan." And it's like, "No, you aren't. Get the fuck out of my car." And you just see in the like rear view mirror, you just see Nathan running down the back street, just like booking it. It's so dumb. But yeah, I'm sure that's like what's going on with the Chaikas. There's gonna be like all these Chaikas, and they're like, "Who's the real Chaika?" It's like
Mm-hmm.
the private investigator has to find out.
Mm.
I'm kind of upset that the light novels never got brought over to English. The manga did, but it's only like 5 volumes,
Yeah.
which can't hold nearly as much as 24 episodes.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Or like 8 or 6 light novels.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they'd get translated. That'd be cool. I want to read them. I want to
Yeah.
read the Scrap Princess ones too sometime. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe Chaika is just like the Bob or like what's a really common name? The Zach. Chaika
Yeah.
is just the Zach or the Britney of this
Yeah.
world. Geeks got it.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so great. It's like, we just her name is Chaika, so we just got that name. Like, we're just arresting them and torturing them and questioning about stuff, but they're all very clueless. It's weird.
Yeah, it's nice and all that you know, someone's giving Chaika a hand.
Oh, Jesus. That was, oh,
Perfect.
I hate this. I hate this.
I love this.
This podcast
I
is
love
done.
this. I love these puns. But yeah, so we didn't talk about these episodes. I mean, we kind of talked about theories and things that could happen. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Good old doggos show up at the end.
Yeah.
Dudes
Two-headed
about to-
lightning dogs.
Also, I think it's really interesting to note that Chaika knew how to like operate the car and fix it up. Like she has that knowledge to like.
Yeah.
She's a grease monkey, apparently. Like.
Yeah, that was weird.
We don't know what she knows, so she doesn't even seem to know what she knows.
Yeah.
I do like that they're like, "Are you trying to like bring about the end of the world? What are you trying to do with your dad's remains?" And she's just like, "I just want to give my dad a funeral." Like that hits
Oh, and
hard.
also,
That's like, damn.
yeah. Also, she said that like she doesn't actually have a memory beyond the last like year. Like it's all really fuzzy.
That's another interesting thing. If she doesn't have memory of the past year, maybe all the Chaikas are like clones or something made.
Yeah.
And these other ones, and it's like, well, you're fake because you can't remember everything from that. You're just making stuff up, or wherever, right? Like, there's that possibility.
Yeah. We'll see.
Because she was also out of the city or out of the kingdom before it fell, she said.
Yeah.
Dragoon Lady is also damn.
Yeah.
Dragoon Lady is cool.
Yeah. She does seem cool.
I'm excited for next episode with her. And oh yeah, also Chaika has one. The more I see it, I absolutely love her character design. Like, you don't see many character designs that are like just white and black these days for like dresses and stuff, and still make them as elaborate as it is. It's super, super cute.
It is. It's very good.
I wish I was like tiny. I would like cosplay her so fast.
Yeah.
Walking around with my giant ass coffin and rifle, just like, "What's up? I'm a princess. You gotta bow." Also, I love how thick her eyebrows are.
Yeah.
People don't understand how good thick eyebrows are on cute girls. Like,
no, I never thought of it before, but now that you mention it,
it's like down. People watch Kaon and they're like, "Oh, Mugi's worst girl." It's like, what are you talking about? Damn, it's like Yui and Azus are the worst girls. Fucking fight me.
Mm,
Ui is better than them. Everyone knows Nodoka is best girl though, so.
maybe. I can't say I remember Karen well enough to
I'm trying to
agree to
get
disagree.
I'm trying to make people angry at this point. Jun is best girl. Fucking fight me.
Yeah,
The teacher. I
oh,
don't
she's
remember
great
her
though.
name. I don't remember her name. Saikawa? Miss
Uh,
Saikawa?
I have no idea.
Nailed
I
it.
remember she was in like a death metal band.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Because she was trying to get a guy to like her. And it's like, you're not extreme enough, so she goes to like pagan death metal. It's like, you went too far. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Uh,
Oh, there's something I wanted to ask you about Chaika.
yes.
Because I'm not sure how I feel about this, but what do you think of her like speaking affectation of her like speaking in like
So,
sentence fragments?
I'm a heathen. I'm a terrible person. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
But I also think it makes sense due to the fact that she only has a year's worth of memory. She doesn't remember conversing with people on a long-term basis.
Yeah.
It's not gonna come probably perfectly natural to her. And so, like, a lot of social idioms you learn growing up as a kid, she has no knowledge of, and it might just be, like, because of that. So I actually think it makes sense that she doesn't speak perfectly.
Okay. I actually hadn't thought of that, of the memory loss maybe affecting. I hadn't thought of that part. Because, like, very, like, surface level, I think it's, like...
It's obviously just trying to cutesy her up. I
Yeah.
think, like, there is at least possibility for a deeper, like, it's not just, like... It's not just like those shows where they do it to just be cute. There's like the chance that there's like, well, this could be this, right? Like it's
there
there's at
could be
least
more
an
to it.
option. Yeah.
I'm hoping there is some reason behind it and not just being cute. I don't know. That would kind of bother me if it was just to be cute. And also, I think I would just get tired of it by the end of the show.
Yeah. Well, they also mentioned she's been alone this whole time. She might not be used to talking to people. I know I had a period where I didn't talk to people for a long time, and it actually is hard to talk to people. And like you do get to a point where it's like, well, maybe not where she's at, where she's like shocked, surprised, and she says out loud that she's shocked.
Yeah.
But like that's how she's trying to convey her feelings, which I guess maybe makes sense if she's not good at it. Like.
Okay. Because yeah, I felt kind of mixed on it. I don't know. What you're saying is making sense. I think I feel okay about it now.
That's just the way I saw it. I could be completely wrong too, but a lot of stuff is how, like, it's your own interpretation with a lot of media.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything I had. What about you?
I forgot to mention I finished the new season of RWBY. It was so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll catch up on that show someday.
I'm excited for next season and for RWBY Chibi starting sometime soon.
Yeah.
Also, Rooster Teeth announced 2 more animated shows. They announced one, but they showed teasers for them at the end of the RWBY season. There's Nomad to Nowhere, which sounds kind of like a Vash the Stampede thing, but like with magic stuff. It's like it sounds like some Western where magic's kind of disappeared from the world, but there's a bounty on this last magical creature left. I think that's what the premise was, which sounds interesting. And then the other one is Genlock, which is going to be some mecha show, which sounds cool. I think it's being directed by Martigan. I don't know his last name, but he's done directing stuff on RWBY, and he's a huge mecha nerd. He's super into like Gundam and stuff, so
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Yeah, will be cool.
They're definitely both anime, as anime as Dirk Gently.
Yep, very anime.
Yes. Alright, that's probably going to have to be up for me, because I need to be up in exactly 8 hours to be able to make it to work on time.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, gotta get you to bed. So that's it for this week.
thank you for watching. Sorry it's a
Yeah.
little rambly and long this week. It's the
That's-
double week. It's what happens.
Yeah. We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can follow our YouTube, Shenanimegans.my. If you are watching on YouTube, you can watch us live at /live on Friday evenings. And you can follow us on Twitter at Robots and that guy lastly, and our Discord. Join our Discord, hang out and talk to us at shenanimans.my/Discord.
Yes.
I think that's everything.
Think so.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Do you want to say the second link again? Because I think you cut out a bit during it.
Oh, shenanimans.my/live.
/live. Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
Live. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like cutting out when you're saying live, and it's like /lie, and I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
I think so. It's just whatever your noise gates that is doing it, I think. But
Yeah. I mean, you can also just do twitch.tv/ which is probably fewer
you just
characters
said
to say.
twitch.tv/ and it just cut out.
Oh,
Say
my
something.
microphone's being dumb.
Yeah, it's weird because it had no problems before that, but...
I don't know. Weird. So yeah, that's it for this week, though. We'll be back next week with episode 3 of the show, episode 4 of Chika and Gunslinger Girl.
And whatever other anime trash you watch.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and have a great night.
Yeah, night.